Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Targeted Loot today for October 22nd, the series that shows you the Targeted Loot map, farming tips and tricks, vendor reset highlights, and much more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, please consider pressing those subscribe and like buttons below. In the pinned comment, there are links to join my Discord and clan and support my channel, but really the best way to support my channel is to watch my video to the end, but we'll cover that and more at the end of the video. Let's get started with the Dark Zones first and the highlights from the vendors this week, then DC, and finally New York City Target Loot highlights last. Alright agents, this is your daily reminder to complete your weekly SHD requisition for your first exotic cache. You can complete the summit, floors 1 to 100, to get an exotic cache and a named item cache. And then of course you can get your third exotic cache from doing your weekly legendary mission. This week it's Capitol Building Stronghold. Now that's 3 exotic caches per character, up to 12 exotic caches if you have 4 characters that you do it on. And then of course with the summit, what's that, like 4 named caches? That's completely worth it. So I would definitely do the summit and at least one of those, like the weekly SHD requisition if you can, on a couple of characters. Alright agents, now we're over here in the highlights for the Dark Zones and the vendor highlights. So we got Golan gear at DZ West. It's not really worth farming for. Nothing I can think of that's a Dark Zone exclusive or at the vendor. But over here in DZ South, we got Walker Harris & Co. If you're looking for the Matador with perfect adrenaline rush, you can farm that today in DZ South. And of course, at the DZ South vendor, you can get the Anarchist Cookbook if you need that for whatever reason. And then lastly, at DZ East, we got skill attachments. Definitely not worth farming for. You can get at the DZ East vendor today, or this week, the Black Friday that comes with perfect unhinged. That's an LMG that's exclusive to the Dark Zone. If you don't have it, I definitely recommend picking it up even as a collectible. Alright, let's go check out the Northside Target Loot highlights. Alright agents, we're over here on the north side Target Loot highlights. So first up, we got Providence Defense at Coney Island Amusement Park. If you're looking for the Sacrifice with perfect glass cannon, that's definitely worth picking up. I prefer Obliterate and Intimidate for the chest talent pieces, but some people still prefer perfect glass cannon, so if you want to pick that up, go for it, or you just need better rolls for your Providence Defense 3 pieces. We got Assault Rifles at Manning National Zoo, so of course you can get the Chameleon Exotic Assault Rifle. You can get the Mechanical Animal Future Perfection, which can grant you overcharge if you're skill tier 6 and you get a kill. Or you can get up to like 3 skill tiers. If you're like skill tier 3, you can get all the way up to skill tier 6 with it. You also can get the Maniac named Military AKM, the Burnout named FAMAS, or the best assault rifles in this game, which is the FAMAS, the Military AKM, the Carbine 7, the Police M4, and the G36 variants. And then lastly, we got the Summit. Now, there was a maintenance earlier this morning, and that was supposed to fix the extremely low, terrible targeted loot drop rates that they've been having since the release of Title Update 11.1. It was absolutely horrible to farm Summit. I've been farming it 3-4 man groups and a lot solo, and I just keep it at Hunter's Fury because, I was trying out a new build first off and I needed more. But on top of that, I just wanted to kind of collect a data set. And really, I got terrible amounts of drops solo, barely any. And that was on Heroic and Legendary. With Directives on, it barely got any better. And then in Group, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I expected a lot more for having 6 active Directives. I don't know, comment below on what you guys think of how the Summit's working out for you guys. And honestly, I just prefer farming outside of the Summit. Let's go check out the West Side Target Loot highlights now. Alright agents, we're over here on the West Side Target Loot highlights. So for the gear sets, we got Hardwired, Ongoing Directive, and of course Tip of the Spear, Aces and 8s, and Striker at Lincoln Memorial. Now, Aces and 8s, 3 pieces with a headshot build. So 3 pieces, Aces and 8s, 2 Araldi holdings, and then of course the Chain Killer Perfect Headhunter chest piece. That's still a good headshot build, probably one of the best still. And then Ongoing Directive with Ridge Race Pride is really good as well. Hardwired 3-piece, always with the turret and drone builds. And Striker, I don't even know why they put this in the game, to be totally honest. Comment below if you enjoy Striker yourself, maybe a 3-piece. I don't even like the 3-piece, just being honest, even like with a Merciless build. We do have Alp Summit over here at Tidal Basin, so you can get the percussive maintenance with perfect tech support, although I prefer that on Wyvernware or Hana-Yu, so I never wear that backpack. What I prefer for Alp Summit is to get a chest piece with empathetic resolve. That would be an amazing healer build if you do not have the Future Initiative chest. We got Overlord at West Atomic Park, so that's the Fox's Prayer knee pads with 8% damage to targets out of cover. That's multiplicative damage, the best damage in this game. We got the Zero F's chest piece at Downtown West for Badger Tough targeted loot. I got a build that just shreds with that chest piece. I'll put in the top right card. It's amazing. Definitely still worth it in Title Update 11. And then of course the Raldo Holdings. You know, you want to get a backpack with Composure or Vigilance. Otherwise, get it with weapon damage, and then headshot damage and weapon handling. You also can get Petrov at Federal Emergency Bunker, so that's the Contractor's Gloves with 8% damage to armor. And then finally, Gear System Mods for Legendary Loot at Roosevelt Island. You can farm that on Heroic or Legendary and try to get a God Roll, crit hit damage, crit hit chance, or whatever mod. Let's go check out the East Side Targeted Loot highlights. Alright agents, we're over here on the East Side Targeted Loot. Let's start off with the gear set. So in Downtown East, we got Future Initiative. That's great for healer builds. I'd recommend always having at least 4 pieces of that on you, or 3. Negotiator's Dilemma at Grand Washington Hotel. That's still a great 4-piece, and I have a build I'll put in the top right that still shreds. And then also True Patriot. That's probably the best build I have right now at Viewpoint Museum. It's an amazing build, and I have a new variation I'm thinking about putting out. But wow, it just goes so good. Really well with that Memento backpack. And then finally, Foundry Bulwark at Jefferson Plaza. That's an armor regen tank build. It's great 3 and 4 pieces. All those are really worth farming for. It just depends on what you need. We do got LMGs at Southwest, so that's the exotic Bullet King and Pestilence, or a named LMG like the Quiet Roar, Good Times with Perfect Fast Hands, the new Reliable. There's a lot of named LMGs. You got shotguns at Space Admin, so you can get the exotic Sweet Dreams, or you can get the best shotguns in the game, which is the Mop, which has 10% armor on kill, the custom M870, and the Marine Super 90. We also got gloves at Capitol Building if you're looking for BTSU gloves or the Contractor's gloves and you're not getting them to drop from Petrov. And then holsters at Federal Triangle. You can get the Dodge City holster, you can get the Imperial Dynasty holster, and then finally the Forge holster, which gives you 50% extra shield health to your shield. That's a whole extra skill tier worth of shield health. Alright, let's go check out the New York City Targeted Loot highlights, and I will let you agents go. Alright agents, we're over here lastly at New York City Targeted Loot highlights. First off, we got submachine guns at the Tombs. Now you can farm the Lady Death, you can farm the Chatterbox. A good Vector variant or MPX are the best type of SMGs in this game. And then of course you can get the Safety Distance or the Swap Chain. Those are the named ones that drop in the Light Zone. I've seen the Dark Winter drop from Targeted Loot rewards, but as far as I know it's a Dark Zone exclusive. Same with the Apartment. Then of course we have rifles over here at Stranded Tanker. You can get the Diamondback and Merciless, those are the exotic rifles, or you can get the classic M1A. Best damage talents on a rifle is Boomerang, Rifleman, and Ranger. The only gear set we have in New York City today is Hunter's Fury, so you can farm that of course. The 4-piece is amazing, and I'll put my build with that in it in the top right card right now. We got Mask at Wall Street. You can get the Coyote's Mask, the Vial Mask, and the Punch Drunk Mask. That gives you an extra 20% headshot damage baked right into it. And then Sokolov Concern at Liberty Island. You always want to run at least 1 to 3 pieces with an SMG build for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it for New York City. I mean, if you're going to get the Punch Drunk Mask, I'd recommend farming Douglas and Harding. Otherwise, if you're looking for Coyotes or Vial, I would run Wall Street. And then the best MMRs in the game would be the White Death and then Ekem's Long Stick with Perfect Ranger. Oh yeah, and then I forgot Hana-Yu at 2 Bridges, so the Force Multiplier backpack with Perfect Combined Arms. Gives you extra 30% skill damage on your backpack. I always run that with pretty much any skill damage build. Alright agents, well that was the Targeted Loot for today. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed my content. If you would like to become a member for support and exclusive perks, click the join button below. Or you can grab some Shadow Gaming merchandise. I just added a bunch of new designs and cool stuff to buy, and lowered the prices across the board on every item in my store. And currently my wife is making some new designs as well. I also have a promo code for free shipping until October 24th. That's an $8 savings, so if you want to order some new merch, now until the 24th is the best time. You can also support me on alt tech like Patreon, Subscribestar, but if you're still watching this video right now to the end, thank you. That's truly the best way to support me and whitelist me on your ad blocker. Take care, agents, and be sure to stay tuned for more daily Division 2 content. This is Agent Shadow signing off. I will see you in the next video. Take care, agents.